What's up? Hey guys, it's Ivan. In this video, I want to show you how to create a LinkedIn Messenger ad. In the previous video, I showed you how to do it with Facebook, and on LinkedIn, it's pretty much the same, except that you have the option to actually show the ads directly to the target audience that you select on LinkedIn. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, I just wanted to show you what this ad would look like. So here on the left-hand offer, you see these ads that say sponsored, and these are messages that are showing up here in my messenger. So if I click on one of them, I have the option to read what's going on and then go on to the next page. So it says register now. And if I click on, I will be taken to the page. Okay, so let me show you how to do that and how you can send these specific messages to people on LinkedIn and potentially sell whatever it is offer you want to promote. So the first thing we'll need to do is, again, on the right hand side here at the top, let's click work and then go to advertise. And then we're taken to this screen. Let's just click on create ad. And now we just have to go back to our account, which was the YouTube account that we've created. So let me go ahead and go there. And we've already created this kind of basic campaign in the previous LinkedIn video. So what we'll do is let's go ahead and click on create campaign. And now that we do that, we have the option to promote our content via native advertising, via the ads that we've done in the previous video, or via messages. And that's what we'll be doing in this video, this sponsored InMail messenger ad. So I'll click select. Let's create a title for this. Let's say my awesome messages or something like that. Now you have two options here. You can either send people to the website. So when you send people these messages in their messenger on LinkedIn, they will be able to click it and read the message. And then you have the option to have a button that takes them to a website, which will be your website, or to a LinkedIn lead generation form, which will gather all the data that you want to gather from LinkedIn, such as their name, email, stuff like that. And then you can download that data that LinkedIn generated and upload it to your email list and then email people later on that way. So that is an option. This is pretty straightforward to set up if you select it. But for the purpose of this video, I'll just make it really simple and straightforward and select website or content. So let's go with that and I'll click on next. And then the process would be pretty much the same as we've done in the previous video where we just selected a basic ad. So let's enter the ad name here. So we can say my awesome ad and the sender. So it will be coming from me. And I'll click on next. So in this case, it has to be coming from a person, right? So in this case, it will be me. I'll be the person sending the email. Just like you saw in LinkedIn, there on the messages, it was coming from a specific person, right? It wasn't coming from a company. And that's kind of the same thing that we're doing here. We can't send a message from a company. We're going to be sending it from a person. So let's go ahead and type in our message here. So we can say, hey, have you heard about this? Something like that, something that will make people want to click on it and find out more. And then we can start typing our message. And then this will be that body text that people will see when they click on your message. Just like in a regular message, when people open your message and something is written there, this is where we will write it. So we can start off by saying something like, hey there, and then we can insert a name, for example. Hey there, first name, and this will replace this word with these symbols will be replaced with the actual first name. Or you can select, last name, or you can say first name and last name. We can do that. Have you heard about this great offer? Definitely check it out. Something like that, okay? So here's just some cool pointers that you're provided. So for example, right, that's what we did right here. We put the first name, last name, but be sure to, well, these are the words that LinkedIn is recommending you use, such as thanks, inclusive invitation, connect. But of course, you can use the words, whatever are relevant to your topic and to your promotion. So in this case, you have the option to add a custom footer. So if you say yes, if you click next, you will be taken to an option where you can input your own terms, conditions, or disclaimers. In this case, I will say no, and I will just let LinkedIn do all that for me. So let me go ahead and click next. Now over here, this is where we input that website URL so that when people click on the button, like learn more or whatever it is we decided to be here, they will be taken to our site. So let's suppose our website is my website, which is amarketingessentials.com. And let's say we can make it, for example, find out more, and then this will just be the button preview. Now we can also upload a banner creative. Now the banner is what ends up being here on this side right there. You see that? That is where the banner goes, okay? So there's that button that people can click on. There's that message. There they used my, that percentage symbol, first name percentage symbol, right? They use that, and then there's the banner. So that's what they've done. So you can upload a banner if you want to. I'm not going to. I don't have any image that's 300 by 250 pixels. But of course, if you do, go ahead and upload it. It just takes up more space, makes it more interesting, better to look at. So let's click next from here. So that's our ad. So now we have to select our audience, right? Just like with any sort of PPC traffic network, Google or Facebook, we need to have an audience. Otherwise, we have nowhere to promote to. So we can select an audience that we have already set up before, or we can create a new one. So let's start off by selecting the country. So we can include, let's say we only want to include North America because that's where I'm living at currently. So let's just say we're doing that. And for company industry, you can select what you want here. So if you want to target everyone that, every employee of a company that has more than 10,000 employees, you can do that here. And then what this is going to do is this is going to send your message to literally all these people, okay? Yeah, so you can do that. You can select by job title. And if you don't want something, just close out of it. And you will have the option to kind of redo it. So let me just close out of that. There you go. So now you have the option to input whatever you want again. So let's say the industry, again, we want to select marketing. So maybe marketing and advertising. And we want to target people maybe that have only 500 to 1,000 employees. Okay. So now we'll be targeting about 110,000 LinkedIn members, kind of like the same on Facebook, where it gives you that number of how many you will be targeting. So let's do that. Enable audience expansion. This is kind of like a lookalike audience. We already discussed it in the previous video when we set up the LinkedIn ads. This is basically like on Facebook, a lookalike audience. It will pull up people with similar characteristics to what we selected here and promote to them as well. So that's up to you if you want to try it out. I probably would not at first, but if you want to really extend the reach, you can definitely say yes to that. You can also save the audience as a template, which is where this comes in handy. So if you save this as a new template, if you create a new ad, you can just go ahead and open it, and this will load kind of all the data that you selected here. So now we're at the point where we have to set up our budget and our bid. So in this case, you will be paying for every time this mail reaches a member, right? So one of those people from the target audience that you selected. So in this case, the minimum bid is pretty dang expensive. It's 75 cents to send out that mail to every single person. So you can imagine that LinkedIn advertising is pretty expensive. So let's just go ahead and I'll just put in the minimum. I'll put in 75 cents. I'll leave the budget at $25 for now. And we can start immediately, or we can schedule, same as usual, and we can click on launch campaign. And that is pretty much it. We have now officially created our campaign, and now we can just observe the results. So let's just wait a bit for it to load. So here we'll see the sends, we'll see the opens, we'll see the clicks. Now we will be paying for every send. That's how it works here on LinkedIn for this InMail advertising right now. So the creative is under review. Once it goes off review, it will be up and running, but I will pause it because I don't want to run this campaign. I'm just doing this for illustration purposes, but you will see all your stats here. You will see how many people actually opened the email, and then how many people clicked on the link in your email, and then what the open rate is, etc., etc. So I hope this video was helpful for you. You should now know how to create a LinkedIn ad as well as a LinkedIn message ad that will appear in the user's actual messenger, which is of course a bit more expensive because it's just so much more personal, and the people are much more likely to actually see what you're talking about. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I cover a lot of different online marketing tools, tips, tricks, reviews, how-tos, etc., etc. Thank you for watching. Once again, I will see you in the next video.